A fresh layer of snow covers the hills on this cool February day, and the Niobrara River is wild and free. Content to be alone, the river rolls along in solitude.
You ready? Good looking water.
That is until these two arrive. Rob Copeland and friend Rick Bennett just put in at the Fort Niobrara canoe launch site. A quick duck under the Cornell Bridge and this winter journey is underway. There will be lots to see before these two get out 8 miles downstream at Berry Bridge.
Well, in the wintertime, the best trip I like is between the Cornell and the Berry Bridge because of the ice formations along the banks. You normally see a lot of wildlife. There is some good fishing along the river if you want to fish, and it's just the nicer part of the river.
Well, that ice is beautiful. Look at that beautiful blue ice up there, Rick. Isn't that incredible? Gosh, amazing.
These two canoe together every chance they get.
Rick's just turned out to be a great buddy. We got acquainted about 10, 12 years ago. We fish together, we hunt together. The wonderful thing about canoeing with Rick is we look out for each other and make sure that in the tight spots we're close by and can get each other out of trouble. And we've pulled each other out more than once. It's been good.
And they paddle away in winter or summer.
Oh, I like them both. I like to stop in the summertime and do the swimming, and in the wintertime you just try and stay dry and enjoy the peace and tranquility.
Now a great day of canoeing is in full swing, and the winter scenery is even more beautiful when you're warm, dry, and comfy.
We always pack an absolute complete change of clothing, wool pants and everything, and put them in a dry bag in case we ever do fall in or get wet. I haven't had that experience yet, and I've never had to open the bag, but I've always had it with me.
Look at the water and hear the falls up there. I don't know how many streams flow into this river, but it's a lot of water.
The white birch, Rick, you know, they only grow on the south side of the river. They need that extra long winter season before they start to warm up in the spring, otherwise they don't survive, so you don't ever see them on the north.
For the most part, this first stretch of the Niobrara is more like a float trip. There's plenty of time to take in the sights.
There's no real fast water that you have to worry about very much. There's some, but it's not treacherous or anything. This is a river, this stretch of the river, we've had 1.5-year-old babies with us, and I've had 85-year-old people in my canoe, and it's just been terrific. It's an absolutely gentle, wonderful river to float.
But one thing's for sure, in the winter it's a totally different experience.
Take a day like today, and it was fairly chilly this morning, and they were predicting it to get pretty warm, and we've been down now for about a little over an hour, and the sun's finally come out. It's just a gorgeous day. You always see wildlife. You see the streams coming in, the rock formations, the falls. There's just so much to see as you're going down any part of the river.
There's a few riffles and small rapids that make for some excitement, but probably the highlight of a winter trip? Eagle Cliff, this towering wall of blue ice just below Buffalo Bridge.
There are two main cliffs where the spring seeps in, and they're real high cliffs on the south, and the ice formations get real magnificent in the wintertime. Maybe 100 yards long or more with ice hanging off of the cliff. Turns blue in the winter, it's beautiful. That cliff leaks all the time with the water coming out of the springs, and some years that ice gets 6, 8 feet thick. It's just incredible. It's too good. This is just too good.
Further downstream, the wildlife that live on the Niobrara River come out for a visit. A young raccoon peers out of his den to say hello. A white-tailed deer wakes from an afternoon nap. And hungry eagles look for lunch from above. The last jewel of the day, this cascading waterfall that shines brightly in the late afternoon sun.
See the way the ice is forming on that, rings in it? That's pretty neat the way that does that.
As the sun sinks behind nearby cliffs, it's time to head for the takeout spot. And a warm cup of coffee is just a stroke or two away.
Not too bad of a day. Beautiful day on the river. Doesn't get any better than this.